everyone, it is Adrian from the Lunchtime Live. I am here from Fame Consulting. Fame stands for Financial Abundance Made Easy, so I'm here to give you some tips and tricks on how to count your coins, right? So, bookkeeping. People hear bookkeeping, they're not sure what it is. Can they do it themselves? I've heard of QuickBooks. What else is out there? So I actually just got this question last month. Small business owner, sole proprietor, or I should say single member LLC, they are trying to get their taxes done and they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I sift between my personal and my business expenses? Well, first things first, always recommend have separate accounts for both things. But if you are in a situation where, I didn't set them up or some of the stuff was in my personal account, I need to go through it and kind of categorize what's personal, what's business. There are things out there that can support you. So I've spoken about this before, Wave Accounting. Wave is a free accounting platform. I use it with 99% of my bookkeeping clients. It has a lot of great features, a lot of great tools in reporting, and I'm going to actually show you some information. I recognize that you're looking at a lot of zeros here because this is an account that I'm not using. I don't have anything linked here, so there's no information coming in. So I just want to kind of show you what the platform looks like in case you're considering using Wave for your own bookkeeping. The great thing about Wave is that you can this is the personal side, so I do have my business account in Wave, so when I log in, I can choose between my business accounts or personal. So I myself will be actually linking my personal soon so that I can track my personal spending and kind of get an idea of like, all right, how much am I really wasting on food when I can cook at home, and things like that. So when you first log in, you come to the dashboard. So this is if your account is set up, you've been here before, you'll come to the dashboard. If you haven't linked your account, it will ask you to link your account right like this. If you have linked your account, you would see the accounts that you have linked here appearing here with the bank institution and the balance and so on. The first thing is a cash flow statement, and this is probably where people are more familiar, profit and loss. So it'll show it by month. It'll show income in green, it's a bar chart, and then expenses in gray. And you can actually hover over it and see what was the total for that month, what was the total for this month. And then they'll also show you if you put anything in here, like let's say, oh, I know I have a bill that's due in 30 days, and it'll give you that information here. And then this is where you can see a summary for the year of your total income for the year, your total expenses for the year, and your net income. So if you had your business account linked and you kind of categorized all your expenses and all the transactions, then you can always stop here and just get a quick glance. Like, as of right now, this is the net income I have for my business. This expense breakdown, obviously there's nothing here to display, but depending on where you categorize each transaction, it will show you, oh, you spent about 25% on rent expense or food or travel based off of the categories. It's just a quick way for you to get a top level view of how you are operating your business. All right, so those are some of the main features of the dashboard. So when you're on the personal side, these are the options that you have. So you have dashboard, you have accounting. When you go to accounting and transactions, this is where you would see a list of everything that came into your bank account. So once you swipe your card or something happens in your bank, it will flow into the software automatically, and you can go transaction by transaction, and from the drop down say Starbucks, oh, that was meals. Sunoco, oh, that was fuel. So from the drop down, you can easily pick the category if you have it there already. If you don't have it and you needed to add it, they do have the ability for you to add that to your chart of accounts or the list of accounts that you can put expenses into. The goal of accounting or bookkeeping is really to give you information or reports that you can then use to make business decisions. So the first report that most people go to is the profit and loss report. This will summarize your income, cost of goods sold if you are, someone who sells a product, your operating expenses, like think of this as your overhead, like your rent, your office supplies, things like that. And then what's left after you take your income, subtract these different types of expenses, is your net profit or loss. So if it's positive, it's a profit. If it's negative, it's a loss. But this tells you, okay, this is what I have left after, taking into account all of the expenses and the income that I made for the year. This report, depending on what categories you have or how you categorize each of the transactions, will summarize the total for whatever time period you have. So this report is January 1 to March 30th, today. If you wanted to change the period or the time range, the date range, you could just go here. You could say, hey, I want to see last year's, and it'll automatically update the dates. Hey, I just want to see Q1 of 2022 or Q4 of 2021. You can change the dates there. You hit update the report, and then it would give you all of the details for whatever you're looking at. So this is a very high-level introduction to Wave, but it's very user-friendly is what I will say, and they make it pretty easy to kind of navigate and get to the things that you need quickly. So if you are a new user, you'll definitely want to start with banking, connect your account. They use a third-party service to verify your account information and automatically import transactions. And then once it's connected, it securely will import your transactions, and then you will go to accounting and transactions. Your transactions will be listed on this page. Yes, I know they're not here right now, but they would be if your account was linked. And then you can put them in different categories or buckets based off of what that expense was for. Essentially, that is what bookkeeping is. It is categorizing the transactions so that you can see a summary of the totals and then use the totals or that summary to make informed decisions for your business. So it's great if you categorize them, but you want to be monitoring them on a monthly or quarterly basis to really understand what's happening at your business, looking backwards. So accounting is looking backwards at what already transpired so that you can make decisions for the future. Maybe you see, hey, I'm spending 10% of my income on meals. Can I cut that down? Or I have to travel to clients and it's really a lot of gas and tolls. Maybe you want to go to virtual meetings. But it's basically looking at the numbers and interpreting what that means for your business so that you can choose to make different choices or decisions and in order to change your operations and get a better net profit, right? Because we want to take more money home. So that is a very high level introduction to Wave and accounting. I hope this was helpful. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below or reach out to me. I'll be sharing some other online tools and tips that you can use to operate your business or just simply to, save a little more, make some coins. Again, if any new programs come out, I will be introducing that as well. I will also be focusing on the MWBE certification and how to obtain that. So I'll be sharing a link to a video where I was on a panel with another sorority sister of mine for the Aurora's Light Foundation, and we gave an overview of the MWBE certification process in New York State, Nassau County, Suffolk County, and New York City. So pretty informative. I hope this video today was helpful, and please feel free to let me know if you have any other questions or any other topics that you need support with. Thank you.